guys are no strangers to using cue grooves because that's what we've used to compose our backing tracks for our raps. But today we're going to be using cue grooves Lite, which is slightly different, to start writing our rock song. The reason why we're using cue grooves Lite as opposed to the full cue grooves is that some of you have expressed to me that you do not have access to Flash, and I want everyone to be able to do this assignment. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we're going to be using the 3 chords that we learned about in the Quaver episodes. Let's see if you guys can name them. Here's the first one, C major. And then we have F and G. All right, but we're not going to start with chords. We're going to start where we did with our raps. We're going to start with our drums so we get a beat going. Let's go ahead and listen to what we have for our first rock drum. Okay, that sounds like a nice solid rock beat, so to not waste time, let's just go ahead and use that one. And we don't need to add percussion, but we can, so let's just go ahead and add percussion. Let's see what 2 sounds like. Okay, that sounds like it might work, and I like the shaker in there, so let's go ahead and add that in, and let's hear what this all sounds like together. All right, might not be too crazy about that percussion, and we can take it out if we need to, but let's go ahead and add bass and see what happens. All right, let's start on that C major chord, and let's see what we have here. Okay, that's our nice driving rock bass, so let's use that second bass. So we start with C major. Let's go ahead and pick an F major chord here, and now let's go ahead and go for our G major chord. And we're going to come back to C. All right, let's see what this all sounds like together. Okay, sounds pretty good. Still not crazy about that percussion, but let's see how it sounds if we add keyboard. Let's see what we have here. All right, that sounds like that'll groove with the bass. All right, since I picked my first chord as a C in my bass, my first chord must be a C on the piano because, like they said in the episode, everyone in the band needs to be playing the same chords. All right, so that means our next chord has to be an F. All right, let's go ahead and bring up an F. And next chord is a G, so let's bring up a G. Oops. Let's bring it all the way up. There we go. All right, and lastly, we go back to C. So let's go ahead and grab a C right there. Oops. Come on. There we go. All right, and let's see what this sounds like. All right, sounding good. All right, let's see what we have by way of synth. All right, that sounds nice and 80s synth. Let's go ahead and put that one there. So C major, note that my chords are lining up. What do I need next? That's right, an F. So let's go ahead and bring up our F chord. And now we need G, so let's go ahead and bring up our G chord. All right, and lastly we need C, so let's bring up our C chord in our synth, and let's see what this sounds like. All right, now that we did that, it all sounds really good together. Okay, for your purposes, you'll be doing 8 measures, but for my example purposes, I'll just stick with 4 measures. And let's see, what can we say about the quarantine? What did we say? Must get out, must get out. Quarantine, must get out. I don't know if I like that, but we can try that. Let's see. And maybe we can sing along with the synth, right? Must get out, must get out. Quarantine, must get out, must get out, must get out. Quarantine, must get out. All right, so that's an idea of what you can do. Very important. You need to come up to here to menu, and you need to save your piece. So my fake piece here is going to be called must. Oops. I'm going to call it must get out because that's the main thing I'm saying in my chorus there. All right. So there we go. Must get out. And I'll actually I can take 4 measures of it if you're just repeating what you're saying. That will work for me. All right, guys. So have fun with your composition.